Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry it took me a little longer there. I was trying to set up the camera a little better and try to figure out the autofocus. So hopefully everything will be in focus tonight. I'm going to check it right now, right here at the beginning. If it's not any good, what I'll do is I'll swap back to my old camera. So that looks good enough. Like, let me zoom in some here. Whoa, a little bit too much. Let's see. Still too much. Goodness gracious. It's very touchy. Okay. Yeah, this thing's going to be weird. Dang it. Alright, that'll have to do. Maybe back it up just a little bit more. I wish I could use the buttons instead of pinching with my fingers. Anyways, so yeah, table full of really cool stuff. Got some cool information, some explanations, some whatnots behind some of this stuff, some history, just some cool stuff. Also, just some cool stuff that I picked up that I found. What's up, Blindside? Miss Marilyn's here. Stu, hello. Where can I find a metal tray for my food like Steve's? Okay, eBay, dude. Definitely, you can find them on eBay. But I personally would suggest you try to find one that you're going to have some sort of an attachment to. You can get a little bit of a history behind, or at least that you can find a backstory to. Which you may be able to do that on eBay. Just kind of ask around on there. That's a personal preference thing, though. If you just don't care, just grab a tray. Then you can go on there and just pick you one up. These are the trays that I use. These are the standard issue. This one right here, this one in particular, has a number stamped in it, 25. This one came off the USS Cascade, belonged to my neighbor's grandpa. He actually salvaged it off this ship. Can you wash that off for me? He actually salvaged it off the ship whenever they were scrapping the USS Cascade, and he ended up getting trays. He had, like, I don't know, 12 trays in his duffel bag. A bunch of different silverware, which I have a set of that as well. It's really nice. So this little guy isn't going to let me play around too much. So let me just, here. My son, so I just came home the other day, and this was here. This thing. Obviously it's a ferret, but yeah. So, nobody other than him was happy about it. And I'm not happy about it. And you got pink skin there, dude. You're like pink on camera. Look. Here, look at the camera. Oh, here. Come here. Come here. Hello. Hello. No biting. You get in trouble for that. So he doesn't smell like a ferret just yet. But yeah, I'm sure it's not sending out notifications. Gotta love YouTube. So, had surgery on my septum. Recovery for it sucks big time. Yeah, I can imagine, man. Yeah, like having your nose broken, more or less. I was just talking about back one time I had my nose broken, and I was on my way to the hospital, actually, to, see doctors for it. And this was a couple, like maybe a year after I finished up wrestling. And I remember I didn't do it. I never had my nose broken while I was wrestling. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember. But what I did remember was that I could set it myself. And my nose was, it was really broken. Like, my nose was sideways, crooked. Almost touching my cheek, kind of broken. And I just grabbed the tip of my nose, just the very tip, and I pulled as hard as I could one time, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it twice. And I heard just this really big, loud pop, and it went right back into place. Now my nose is just as straight as it could be. So luckily, I didn't end up with a crooked nose after that. Really lucky. So on my end right here, this looks really dark. Is it the same for you guys? Because if it is, I'll swap cameras. it could just be where my dimness is turned down on the screen. So I just want to find out if it looks kind of weird or anything like that. And well, this one is gum, the Target one, and I could have gotten either one, but the difference was a pack of the gum was $3.79, and these were $1.29. And mainly, I was just getting them more or less for display purposes because you know they're super cool looking. Yeah, you're good. So all these are candy except for the Target, and it's a bubble gum. I had to get at least one of the bubble gum, and I think the bubble gum one's probably going to have like the powdered sugar around it, so you can blow on in the paper, and it'll look like smoke comes out the end. That's what I remember about the bubble gum ones, because they're like wrapped in a kind of like a rolling paper almost, and they have a powdered sugar in there to make it look like you're actually smoking. Let me turn this fan down here. Whoops, nope, it was already on low. My bad. Alright. Sorry, guys. It's going to be, if it's going to do this, I'm just going to go ahead. I'll have to do it while we're talking right now, but I'll get everything as ready as I can. And it cuts out again. I'm starting a whole new live stream. So anybody that gets dropped out on this one, I'll immediately start a new one, and it'll have to be a new description and all that stuff. And oh no, I got the wrong thumbnail uploaded on this anyway. Daggone it. So that'll have to be fixed. So I got some pretty cool stuff laid out here on the table. This right here, this is the MCW from Alright Eeyore. I had this out last week. I said I would check it out this week. It's definitely right here on the table. Link to Eeyore's channel is directly right down at the top of my description. Also, I got all this stuff from last week from History Savior, which he hooked it up with some really cool historical items. Love that stuff, man. I did just talk to Steve. He said he'd be stopping by tonight, so Steve will definitely be here. This is one of the coolest things, in my opinion, that History Savior sent, because, I mean, what kind of hit, you know, that's a lot of history right there. Civil War bullets, and these are obviously never fired, so these were dropped bullets from, I think he can even pinpoint, like, the time and location, obviously the location, but the time that these were dropped. So that's really interesting. I love the fact that you can trace these things back to a really specific time and place. So what I have out here, just luckily, because of Salty Croc Collectibles, and I don't know if you guys know about him, and if you don't know about Salty Croc, go over on eBay and check out Salty Croc Collectibles. I will put a link to him after this video is done. Like, I'll put a link to him in the description and also one in the comments. That way it's there, and you guys go check out what he's got over on eBay. I'm not very good at searching for sellers on eBay. I've never had a whole lot of luck doing that, but I'm sure you can find him. But Salty Croc Collectibles, man, he's the reason that I have a spare Hershey's Desert Bar, and now I also have a spare. I have a couple of these, but they're super bloated, and like they're no good. So obviously the MREs that they came out of were stored horribly. But this one in particular right here is one that I just got like Tuesday or Monday. I got it Monday, and you can see it's perfect. And I was kind of comparing the two. So they made 144,000 of these, and they dispatched them to troops. And so they're the exact same size, but they're both 1 ounce, obviously, but they're very similar the way they feel through the package. And I've never seen one of these opened up that was in perfect condition. I've seen a couple opened up that were bloomed pretty bad. Same with the Desert Bar. I'm interested to see how these things have held up, and I would like to put a little bit of history behind this and a little bit of information. And there's not much out there about the Mre Mars Bar. I'm not even sure if this one was the last chocolate bar made for the guys, for the military, or if this was the last chocolate bar dispatched to troops. I don't know which one was last. Now, this wasn't a widely loved or anything. Like, there were mixed reviews on it. Some guys liked it, some guys, you know, they could take it or leave it, and some guys just didn't like it. So you had a little bit of both going on with that one. As far as the Mars Bar, I really haven't heard a whole lot of guys talk about this. I don't think this was a super common item to have. I mean, there was plenty of them out there, don't get me wrong. Through the late 80s, I would say, and early 90s, I don't know when they started putting these in. This one in particular, I think, should be a 91 or a 92. But I'm not 100% sure on that. So, like I said, this is one that someone actually gave me this week, and I was pretty stoked to get it because it does feel really good. So let me go through the comments and say hello to everyone again. Now, I was asking your guys' feedback. Does it look kind of dim or dark on your end, on like what you guys can see? This is pretty cool too. This is a licorice smoking pipe. How cool is that? Looks like the focus isn't that great. It's not perfect. Okay, Kayla says it looks really good. Eeyore says it looks good. Okay, Fred says it looks good. So it pretty much is comparable to how previous live streams have been. And if that's the case, then that's good. I want to know about the interview, if you're willing to share. Yeah, no. Text me, dude. Jason, hit me up, because I know you got my number, so hit me up. What's up, Roger? Hello, hello, Roger Gore. And we got, look, I don't think I've said hello to Fred. What's up, Fred? Leah Phillips, hello. Yeah, I taught some Arkansas history last year. I learned more than the kids. That's good. Blindside, what's up, my dude? You have the newer Mars Bar from Britain. You have the newer... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that is in... Now, that's got nougat and, I believe, caramel in it. The one that you hooked me up with. Let me see if I can grab that really quick. If it's right here... Because, oh, you hooked it up with so much stuff that I've got two packages of it. And there's those vile things. Oh, my goodness. They smell so bad. Ah! And that's in a sealed, completely sealed, thick plastic bag, dude. And it still stunk up this bag. That's awful, man. I mean, absolutely awful. Let me see what I can dig out here. There's the Tabasco chocolate, and there's that weird, the Turkish. It's like rose water flavored. Got a couple things there from Outdoor Tactical. Oh, nope, yep, here it is. Look. Aha! Boom! There it is. That's very good for a comparison on the looks. They didn't change the design a whole lot on that, which is pretty interesting. They stuck with the... Well, I guess this is dark, so that's why the packaging is probably black instead of brown. And this one is brown. We'll look at that. Yeah, hang on. Let me set this back over here. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, let me do this do not disturb so that does not interrupt the live stream yet again. So, I have some stuff out here we're going to check out. And I don't even know what this is. Like, I've never seen this before. Boltan rice candy. Boltan the rice candy. Boltan. Looks like it's got like some, I don't know, tattoo stickers. Free children's sticker inside. I don't know. But like I said, I don't really know what this is. Boltan rice candy. I think it's like paper. Like edible paper or something. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested to check that out. But, anyways. So, yeah, there's like, let's see, 2019. And this would be like, let's call it 89. That'll make it easy. So 30 years. 30 years difference between this Mars Bar and this Mars Bar. Now, the focus is not great on this camera, I've noticed. Whoop. How about I just drop him? There we go. There we go. yeah, man, a lot of history behind the Mars Bar, obviously. I don't think they sell these. I don't think the Mars Bars are a thing in America anymore. Let me take a look on this one and see. You said it was, this is British, I believe. Let me see where the manufacturer is. Wow, there's so much text on this thing. Holy crap. Imported in Egypt, IDF, TA, Cairo. Production date. Best before 11. Looks like 2/11/19. So, or maybe it's November 2nd, 2019. I don't know. It might be already be out of date actually, which is fine with me. We all know. You guys can't hardly see that. Man, oh man. Yeah, I don't like this camera for live streams. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. So let me look at this thing real quick and see if I can figure out where it was manufactured exactly, because I personally am interested in that. It looks like it was made in the Netherlands. Netherlands and imported into Egypt. See? Well, you ain't gonna be able to see it. Focus, dude. I'll put this on live chat, by the way. There we go. Nope, it's not going to focus. Anyways, I'll just read it to you. It says Mars, Netherlands, BV, Post Bus. And then down here it says country of origin, the Netherlands, imported in Egypt. Yep, that. So this is the Netherlands. Hey, what's up? I'm into pain. Cool, cool. Now let's take a look at this one and see what kind of text we got on here. A lot more simple text. Ingredients are milk chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter, skim milk, chocolate, milk fat, lactose chocolate, processed with alkali, soy lectin, natural and artificial flavors. Distributed by M&M and Mars. Now, is M&M and Mars not like the name of the company anymore? It's not like that. I think they were bought out or something. Candy bars got you hungry, huh? Division of Mars Incorporated, Hackettstown, New Jersey. Mars Incorporated. There's the nutritional information, if you guys are interested in that, if you can even read it with the stupid focus. 150 calories, 2 grams of protein, 17 grams of carbohydrates, 9 grams of fat, 20 milligrams of sodium. Percentage of the U.S. recommended daily allowances, US RDA, recommended daily allowance. Yeah, vitamin C, riboflavin 4, calcium 4. I think that's percentages. And then there's not any A, thiamine, niacin, or iron. Contains less than 2% of the U.S. RDA of these nutrients. Roger that. Huh. I don't know. I'm fascinated by this. Does it say on here not for resale anywhere? I don't think so. I think these are exactly what you would pull off the shelf back then. And I can remember being a kid and Mars bars being on the shelf. But the Mars bars I remember as a kid were like this. They had like nougat or caramel or whatever inside. I don't even know what this has inside it, to be quite honest. Got a little crushed on this end somehow, but so it's not going to look perfect when I open it up. Yeah, I don't even know what this thing has in it, to be quite honest with you guys. I have no clue. But good on you, Blindside, for pointing that out, because I totally forgot about having that. So eventually I plan on doing a strictly vintage, military, or not even, doesn't even have, all the way to present, just military chocolates from the U.S. I would like to go through the different generations and show what they look like and try them out all the way back to World War II. I don't have, finding something pre-World War II would be very difficult, I would have to imagine. I don't think personally that I've ever seen any chocolate that goes back before World War II. Now, I know in World War I they handed out chocolate, they handed out donuts, and a allowance of tobacco and rolling papers every single day. That was their rations. Or they might have handed out like a week's supply at a time. I don't think so, though, because the donuts were handed out every day. And the reason that they gave them those items was so that they could trade if they needed something. They could use the donuts, they could use the chocolate, and things like that. If they needed, food from a house or a place to stay or whatever, they would use those items to barter, trade and barter for the things that they needed. That was the whole reason that they were given to them. And then if they needed to eat them or use them, they would use them as a ration. But that's why guys got started with the cigarettes anyways. It's a really interesting story because World War One was what really made smoking cigarettes popular because of that tobacco and rolling paper allowance that they gave them. And the guys came back and were, they wanted to smoke, man. They enjoyed having a smoke whenever they were stressed out and, just all that different stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting whenever you look back at that story. There's a whole huge, long story. Must be 21 in Ohio for tobacco now. Really? When did that happen? What the heck? I'm totally freaking shocked by that, dude. Never would have. And I live right here, man. Like, I live right next to Ohio, and that's the first I've heard of that. Huh. Always had the almond ones, never knew about the other types. 21 in Cali, too, to smoke. That is insane. Yep, losing freedom, Eeyore. You're correct, my friend. They're taking freedoms away. And that's BS, man. If you're old enough to go fight, then you're old enough to have a cigarette if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're old enough to enlist in the military, how can they tell you that you can't have a smoke if you want one? That's just BS, man. Total BS. There's a lot of Cadbury stuff, Kristen, at Walmart. Believe it or not. Multiple Walmarts that I've been in, you go to that, like, weird, huge candy aisle that every Walmart has, and you'll find a lot of Cadbury stuff in Walmart, believe it or not. Agreed. Smoking is bad, I agree. But you should have the right to choose. That's your decision. You're old enough to vote. You're old enough to go overseas and be shipped off and killed for your country or die for your country. Then you're old enough to have a smoke if you want one. Come on, man. Like, bullcrap. Going to eat what, gabeRILLA? Pretty much everything I always have, I intend on eating at one point or another. And I do want to check these bars out, but I don't know if I want to save them for a strict review, or I may open them up tonight. I have extras. That's the thing. Salty Croc Collectibles makes it possible for me to be able to do. I can open this up tonight on the live stream, and I have an extra one of these as well. So I have two. I have one. It's in my display case though. But whenever I do the review, it'll come out of the display case. It doesn't matter. That's why I got all this stuff. That's the whole point. I didn't buy it to collect it. I did not buy it to put it on display. Anything that I ever get, I intend on eating eventually. Sometimes it's a lot harder to find the history and the proper information to add along into the review versus just saying, "Oh, look, I got this this ration from 1957. I don't know anything about it. Let's see what's inside it." Like, I don't like to roll like that. That's just not my forte. Oh, yes. I know Dan isn't on here, but like I just found this and I was so freaking stoked. And I paid out the rear end for this thing. I paid $6.95 for this Violet Crumble, but these things are so good. Shattering Candy Coating Honeycomb. It's got honeycomb on the inside. Of course, you can't read that because the focus on this stupid camera is going to be crap all night, so yeah. If you guys are in here and you remotely enjoy these live streams, if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up and sharing the live stream with one of your friends or on your social media, that would be a huge help. I would like to get picked up by YouTube at some point, just to promote me a little bit, because they kind of they kind of try to squish my channel down as much as they can. So any help from you guys is absolutely amazing, and you guys know that I hugely appreciate every time you guys hit that thumbs up, every time you share a video, every time you comment. It's amazing. So, okay, everyone's saying hello to Dan. So is Dan here? Dan is here. I'm here. Just got in here. Awesome, dude. Yeah, check it out, man. I was going to hit you up on Patreon and be like, look what I found, dude. Check it out. Hey, there's Steve. I think the smoking law's a band-aid to cover up. Yeah, uneducated for activities they don't understand the consequences. But like any collective action, someone responsible loses their rights. Exactly. Yes, you are correct, my friend. They well, you know, I could go on a spiel on that for hours about how that crap is it's just teetotal BS, man. So I just found half a Camel sitting here, and I'm going to smoke it. Because here's the deal. So, like I said, last time I was on this live stream, last Saturday, I ended up opening up this box from History Savior. And, of course, there's something in here I have to torture myself with because I said that I would. Even though I don't want to. Trust me, I do not want to. Anyone else buffering? Renee. Gundog is knocking those reviews out. I've been trying to keep up. So, yeah, this stuff that History Savior was nice enough to send, friggin', oh man, the durian fruit. You guys don't even know, like, I am so not looking forward to this, and I just had to smell it whenever I pulled that Mars bar out, those wafers that Blindside sent. They stink so bad. I swear to God, I burped that stuff up for 2 days. I'm not exaggerating at all. I could taste it for almost a whole, no, it was 24 hours. 24 hours I could taste that thing. Gave me heartburn. It was awful. Awful stuff. What else do we have in here from History Savior? If Bob's in here, I don't know if Black Dog Bob is in here, but History Savior sent me this, CustomMRE.com. Like, this is an old school type of deal here. This is the peanut butter and jelly strawberry, it looks like. Peanut butter and jelly. Production date 6/18, June of 6/18. Wow. Date of production. Huh. So it's just a little over a year old. I'm surprised. And there's some other really good stuff in here. Some really good sides and some cakes. And we've got some other international, like, applesauce cake in there. There's, I thought he got it, he got it at a Surplus Sam's. Survival Brownie. Trans fat free. Alright, so anyways, what I was saying was last week I said that I would do this this Meal Cold Weather right here from Alright Eeyore. Again, like I said, link in the description. You guys want to go check out his channel. He's got some really cool content over there. I said I would do this, but I did go ahead and just break out a couple other meals in case anybody wanted to see something different. This right here is one that I've never had one of these. I've never had a 1998 Long Range Patrol. This was made possible by Salty Croc Collectibles yet again. I hooked it up, opened this box up on a live stream a couple, 2-3 weeks ago, I think. And, of course, this is a 1998. This is a 1-year run of this type of LRP. And these are arguably the best LRPs ever made. And they hold up really well, so I may check that out. Ooh, that Long Range Patrol looks awesome. I agree, man. And then I had an MRE, the MRE Nation. I already had it out, so I just kind of threw it up here on the table. I think I'm going to stick to a freeze-dried main tonight, though, so I think I can eliminate the MRE Nation one, which we're going to be checking out something from Bob sometime soon anyway. Hey, all. Joining in a little late, but good to be here. Well, K-Man just popped in, fellas, and I need to mention this. Let's do this early on, because I did talk to Steve this morning, and I know Steve's not going to be able to make it to the meetup. I mean, it is what it is. So I just wanted to put that out there. That way, we're not discussing it later in the live stream. Like we get it talked about right now, because I was looking forward to maybe hoping to get to meet up again, because me and Steve have met up before. But yeah, turkey tetrazzini, that looks rare. No, it's actually not rare. Yeah, these would be in any case of any case of MCWs. The 98s are getting to these are pretty rare. They're hard to get for sure, because like I said, this was a single year run. They only made this type of LRP, these food packet long range patrols, for 1 year, 1998. And they made a bunch of them, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's still some floating around out there, but nowhere near as many as I would like for there to be. I would love for there to be a whole lot more of those floating around so I could pick more up. Your old pal Fernbart, Steve's not going to make it to the meetup because he's smart. Okay. I don't get that reference, but okay. I'm going to try to make it myself for sure. I definitely want to try to meet up with you guys. As far as right now, it's not that I'm undecided personally. It's just anybody who knows me knows what I got going on. What would you call it? Knows what I have going on. Physically, I guess my physical situation or whatever. I don't want to talk about it. I don't talk about it on the channel. I don't talk. It is what it is. So that's the only reason I wouldn't be there, is if I can't make the drive to Kentucky, which I haven't even checked exactly. I think it's like 6 hours. I did look it up one time, but it's been so long ago that I don't remember exactly what it told me. Whoa, hang on, I missed a super chat somewhere. Oh, wait, I can check that. Super chat. Whoa. Okay, now I'm going to mispronounce this yet again. Narakuken. Made my hotel reservations last week. See you in Simpsonville next month. Thank you so much for the super chat. And yes, the MRE meetup is in Simpsonville. That is correct. And I do 100% hope to be there. I don't want to say, yep, I guarantee you I'm going to be there, because I had some crap going on over the last month that set me way back on my recovery. And it's kind of been a hurry up and wait game. But thank you so much for that super chat. And I got another one that rolled in right after that from Zach Mitchell. That's a good last name you got there, Zach. Hey, Smokey, how you been doing lately? Man, I've been doing really good, especially here the last few days, man. Things seem to... I think things are starting to turn around and do better. That's all I mean, really, I can't tell you that for sure. But I do feel like it's feeling better. So, actually, Dan, if you're still on there, I had to pick up 2 of those, even though they were like $7 a piece, which is crazy to pay for a candy bar here in America. I had to get 2 of them, which this is a huge candy bar. Don't get me wrong, like that thing's freaking huge. It's not very heavy, but it's very large and in charge. 1.75 ounces. It's a 50-gram bar. Yeah, buddy. Super happy to have that. So glad I got that. It's one of my, like, that was one of my favorite things that you sent me whenever you sent me all that stuff, Dan, with the CR1M, which you were super gracious to have sent over. And you know what? Whoa, I'm into pain. Holy cow. As always, thanks for the entertainment. Well, as always, I am into pain, my friend. Thank you so much for the donation, dude. Holy cow. You guys are too generous, first of all. Really don't have to do that. Man, oh man. I'm into pain. Thank you so much for everything that you do, man. Every week, it seems like, you know, you guys are just super generous, especially you, man, and so many other folks on here. I need to make a list of constant people that donate, man, because you guys are seriously too generous, and you know, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. It really, I don't know what else to say. So, all right, Eeyore just popped right in there right after him, and let's see what he says. Sorry for my absence. I also forgot my computer, so I can't do any vids for a few weeks. Man, that's one thing about this community, dude. We're always going to be here for you, dude. Once you're sucked in and you're part of this group, it's okay. We don't mind. We don't. Nobody cares if you're not putting a video out. As long as you're here in the chat, you know, just make your presence known every now and again, man. We ain't gonna forget about you, dude. Like we seriously appreciate everybody that puts a video out. Everybody who tries to document a little bit of history or just enjoys eating MREs. You're part of this group, and you know you're accepted in this group. So we enjoy you, man. And thanks so much for that donation again. All right, Eeyore, I should have said that right off the rip. Thanks for the $20 donation, man. You guys are going above and beyond. Who was next? Wow, man. Like I have the chat turned off, and I'm just looking at super chats, and they like rolled in, rolled in, rolled in. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through those. Crucial YT, Crucial YouTube, I think is probably what that stands for. It says, hello, Smokey. Well, hello. And thank you so much for that super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Blindside rolled in right after that with a $10 super chat. 240 miles, about 4 hours one way. Really? It's that close? That's nothing. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for that info, because I wasn't even going to look it up right now, because I don't know why I wasn't. It didn't occur to me to look it up. And then thank you again for that super chat, Blindside. You're the man. Next up, we have Cyanide Cookies, which is my buddy from Australia, the Down Under. I call him Dan, but here on YouTube, everyone knows him as Cyanide Cookies. So I'm just going with the flow here. Okay, well, thank you so much for that, man. I enjoy the flow too. Yeah, man, I really appreciate that. You guys are seriously, you're too generous. I'm going to switch back over to live chat. Here we go. Let's see who all we got in here. Denise, what he said, Seth, we love your videos, but life happens. We'll be here when you have time to post. Exactly, dude. Like, seriously, dude, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. And we got History Savior up in here, I'm seeing. Hey, guys. Hope everyone's doing good. Looks like he just popped in. So, awesome. And, oh, Miss Sharon, thank you for all you do, and glad I can make it. Well, we're glad to have you here, Miss Sharon. You know that. Miss Sharon, long-time live stream watcher. She's been around since the very beginning. You guys, she's one of the OGs to these live streams, and super glad to have her in here tonight, because a lot of times she ain't been able to make it because of work here lately, and it's really good to have you guys in here. It seriously is like a meeting of family once a week. We all get to get in on the chat and just BS. Look, I'm like 40 minutes into this thing. I ain't even touched nothing, man. We're just talking, and it's so cool. But I guess I should probably get into this, and let's go through real quick, because I want to try one of these, because they're all going to be the same. And I'm just going to grab which one looks the coolest? Which one looks the coolest to you guys? Like, these are pretty cool. The roundups are that's pretty cool packaging, I got to say. Cowboy, he's doing his thing on his horse there. That's kind of made, it looks like a lasso rope. Like, it's kind of got that design. Of course, it's not going to focus, but you guys can probably get the drift. I guess these were kind of the knockoff of Lucky Strikes. They made these exact same packages. Holy cow, CT, what the heck? Can't watch tonight. Y'all have a great night. Well, dude, thank you so much for popping in with that super chat, man. You know you don't have to do that, especially, man, you ain't even hanging around. Like, but you know, everybody in here, like, CT's became a huge part of the community. He's really in there, and I think everybody looks forward to getting to see him whenever they can, because he's a big driver. If you guys don't know, he's a truck driver. Same with Blindside. He's all over. So, man, thank you so much for that, and I wish you could stay, because, but look, like, I don't know, I guess I don't feel like I've wasted 40 minutes, but I had blabber in my gums, so I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me get into this, I'm going to go for the lucky ones, and I'll tell you why. Is because I bought 2 packs of the Luckies, and I think I subconsciously did it. Now, tell me if this isn't exactly how you guys remember them. Anybody who was around in the 80s and 90s, look at that. It's like this chalky mint. It has a smell, a unique smell, like the sugary, minty, type smell, but I want to try it. Super chat. I'm going back right now. Oh, I got CT. Or did he do it again? Did he do it again? I don't think so. Oh, Zach. I missed Zach. Got to run early. Work just called me in. That sucks. I hope everyone has a wonderful and eventful weekend. Get well soon, Smokey. Well, thank you for the best wishes, man. We're sorry you have to go to work. That sucks. Nobody likes to have to go to work, especially whenever they got something cool like this going on. So those are exactly like I remember them. They have a very light minty flavor. Thank you guys both so much for that super chat yet again. Let me, I'm going to switch over to super chat just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, I am caught up. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for that. Back over to live chat. All right. Yeah, man, these things are going to be super cool on display. I don't know if they'll stand up, but that one's got a hard lean to the front because of that little flap right there. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. There we go. Maybe. Not really. I'll just put them back here like this. Get the roundups. So I kind of want to open the bubblegum ones because I want to see if I can make the smoke come out of them. But the way this box is sealed, once I open it, it's kind of screwed. I wish I'd have bought 2 of these now. Ingredients: sugar, corn syrup, gum base. Oh, there's actual gum base in this. You don't always see that. Artificial flavors, artificial colors. Wow. Red 3, blue 2, yellow 5. Yum, yum. BHT as preservatives. Gotta love that. Holy cow, man. Wow, you know what? I'm gonna buy some tomorrow. Bubblegum cigarettes are lovely. You know, you don't like. I've never seen these before until the other day, and I'll never be back to this place again. Like, I don't think. If I'm lucky, I'll get to back to this place, and if I do, I will buy another box of these so I can enjoy. I just open a box and enjoy them. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this too. Check this out. This is some Food Club creamy peanut butter, and I'm pretty sure that this is probably late 70s is my guess. It could be 80s. There's a stamped code on it right here. It looks like oh no, it might go this way. Looks like maybe L1021. And then again it might be, yeah, that's how it goes. L1021. I do not see a hard date on this thing anywhere. It's Skokie, Illinois. Distributed by Topco Associates Incorporated. And then on top here, 35 cents. This was 35 cents. There's nothing else on here, I don't think, that would give it away the date. On the bottom, it says 11-B-234. What else? Anything else that might give away the age of this thing? I'm really interested to know, though. Like, the peanut butter looks perfect, though, right? I think it looks good. K-Man said, don't forget about the Big League Chew. Big League Chew was like my jam. When I was a kid, I loved getting that. That and bubble tape. Bubble tape, like you pull that whole friggin' thing out and try to shove it in your mouth. I used to love doing that stupid stuff. But, okay, so the peanut butter looks good, right? It looks pretty good all the way down through here, except right here on top. And you guys, it's not, this camera's probably not going to pick it up very well. But on top, she doesn't look so hot because you can just open it. It was I don't think it ever had a seal on top. Look at that. Ugh. And it really does smell like just old peanut butter. My guess is you could probably just scrape off a nice layer off the top of that and probably just dig right in. I could be wrong about that, though. This could be rancid, and this could be like eating a rancid peanut, which is no freaking picnic. Let me tell you guys, I've had plenty of rancid peanuts, and they'll light your mouth on fire. They'll give you cotton mouth. They'll just, all this weird stuff happens if you eat a rancid peanut that you just don't want to do. So this thing's pretty cool. This is a smoking pipe. It's made out of licorice. I was like, oh, I've got to buy that. It's just, that's just too strange. Such an oddity. I mean, it's not like the coolest looking thing ever, but just what it is, it's pretty cool. If you want some old food, go find some old maple syrup. Pretty much always still good. Yeah, honey is something I would like to find. I would like to find some honey that I could purchase, that I could get my hands on, that's anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 years old, and literally just eat it right on camera. I would love to get to do that. Consume the oldest food ever eaten by a human being. That's what I would like to do. Alexis Hood, hello. She is new, Miss Renee says. Well, thank you for coming to the live stream, Alexis. I invited a few new people in tonight. I do not know if they'll show up or if they did show up, but if they're here, if they happen to be watching in the background, thank you guys for showing up. And I just see Miss Marilyn came in with a super chat right here that says, say hi to Alexis. She's new here. Tracy is wonderful. That's the meme that they got going on. Tracy's got going on. Miss Marilyn, they kind of just got this this thing going on. I'm not going to explain it. If you guys want to see what's going on with that, just watch back to the live streams. But thank you so much for that super chat, Miss Marilyn. Holy cow, man. You know you don't have to do that. Wow. You can buy old honey? Question mark. Well, you can buy old anything. If someone has something that see, to find something like that, it would pretty much have to come out of an Egyptian tomb. And that's the only way I would know that you would be able to actually get something that's that old and still edible. Now, I'm not going to say that's the only way. That's just the only way that I know of. I'm sure there's other ways. There's also some shipwrecks that I know about. There's some shipwrecks that had jarred, like olives and fruits and wines, of course, and just all kinds of stuff. Smokey, if your monitor beekeeper sites some of those guys pull out 40-year-old jars. Really? Well, that would be interesting to try some 40-year-old honey. I see Country Girl MRE made it tonight. Y'all getting prepared? I'm leaving on the 1st for Florida, and I'm going to be doing my vlog on my vacation with my family, and y'all will get to meet my son and my dad and my grandfather. Well, there you go, guys. She's going to have I would call that a travel vlog, I would say. So, yeah. Honey is the perfect food. I agree, Howard. Yes, it really is. That's awesome, man. So, Howard just met this guy, I think, it was weekend. It was over the weekend. Met Howard over the weekend. Great guy, guys. You guys got to welcome him into the live stream family here. He's a really good guy. Really enjoyed talking with him. So he's new here as well. So Howard, appreciate you stopping by in here, my friend. Glad to see you in here. So yeah, all right. So I want to get into something here. I want to get into something. I'm so late into the live stream, 48 minutes. Let's go for the milk cold weather this week. Next week's going to be the food packet long range patrol, unless Bob happens to send me his new food. Actually getting the stuff that he's trying to get together, like the new old whatever, you know, it's new food, but it's like a remade old menu of like Four Fingers of Death and stuff like that. But yeah, long range patrol, that'll most likely be next week. Again, Salty Croc hooked me up with this, man. Can't beat that guy, and this is such a rare treat to get to be able to enjoy one of these. One of the best ever 1998 food packet long range patrols. This one's menu number 8, beef with rice. And I'll have a little bit more information prepared about that as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this going and get it ready. And then we're going to decide, do we want B1, B3, or the big B3 unit tonight. I'm going to open one with this meal. So let's get that going. And let's see what's in this menu number 4 turkey Tetrazzini. I don't even know what year this thing is. I'm going to assume that it's like 2015, 2016, roughly. And again, guys, I'm sorry for blabbering my gums so much tonight. Usually I try to get into it a little bit quicker than what I have tonight. First time for me, too. All cool. Angus. Hang on, it's fading out on me. Fitzsimmons. You are in the, first time for me, too. You're in the UK. And it keeps skipping over on me. It is 2 a.m. here. Well, that's like my best hours are at night. 2 a.m. That ain't no thing but a chicken wing. But I appreciate you staying up, man, and hanging out on the live stream here. Everybody in here will welcome you. And for some reason, yeah, I'm not having luck with this peelable seal. There we go. Yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. Again, guys, alright, Eeyore, links in the description. That's the reason I have this meal. He sent this in. Sent me a bunch of cool stuff in, actually. So there is an empty bag. Right on the top, we got our chocolate-flavored, nutritious energy bar. First Strike energy bar. 280 calories in that bad boy. And I'm sure lots of carbs. What's it say about the carbs? Yeah, 45 grams of carbs, which is 12% of your daily weight in that one bar. Ooh, looky here. We have a tropical punch flavored, no fruit juice, beverage base. Beverage powder tropical punch. Natural and artificial flavors. So, I believe Howard was the one, maybe. It might have been Howard that was telling me that when they list natural and artificial flavors, like it says natural, well, natural flavoring and natural flavor is actually its own thing. And it's not what you think it is. It's not just natural tropical flavor from tropical fruits. It's this other thing. It's like a chemical. It's weird. I didn't know that. Like, I need to look into that a little more. Because that's what I'm going on what he told me. So I think someone told me. Maybe it wasn't him. But someone told me that recently. And I want to look into that. And see what the deal with that is. And here is one of my favorites. I love the French Vanilla Cappuccino Instant Powder. Yum, yum. We got 2 big old drinks. Oh, no way. Chocolate peanut spread. This is, hands down, my favorite spread that the United States makes. This is my favorite. And then the jalapeno cheese spread is number 2. This is so good, though. This stuff, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't had it, you're missing out on something special. Also, we have our crackers to go along with that, and these are vegetable crackers. These things right here are rocking 160 calories. I think these are a little bit warped. Let's check out a date code on here. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. So this is a 2018. 123rd day of 2018. So this thing is very fresh. Very fresh. We have our accessory packet. We'll check that out in just a second. And here we have our turkey tetrazzini. This is a 4.41 ounce, 125 gram main. Makes tons of food. Right now I'm only going to make probably about half of it. There's no point in me making like a huge serving of this, because it's just so much food for me to eat right now. Now this is a vacuum packed accessory packet. Let's see if we get a hiss out of this thing. I doubt we will, but let's just try. Let's see. Maybe a little one. Maybe actually. That's not usual. Okay, so this is also uncommon for the accessory packets nowadays. Let me get this out of the way. The accessory packet actually has matches in it. And these are DD Bean & Sons. White tip, strike on back, obviously. We have our white chiclets gum. Oh, wait, whoa, Jesse Michael, man, thank you so much. Just because, he says. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Super chat, $4.99, just popping in there. You know, that's just, I'm telling you, man, you don't have to do that. They're too generous. I've heard bad stuff. I've heard bad stuff about this coffee. Bill's Brew, instant coffee. And it feels like there's not much in there. 1.5 grams, so... Is there anything, does it say anything special here? Nope. No description of what this is. Just 100% pure coffee. That's all it says. I don't know if this is freeze-dried, spray-dried. Doesn't even say. Nope. Anyway. Here's our creamer. Sugar. Hot sauce. Love this. Moist towelette. And our U.S. issued butt ration. Or toilet paper. Or napkin. Whichever you prefer them to use for. Oh yeah, and we have our typical biodegradable MRE spoon. So, all right, let's get the tray out here and get this thing started. Let's throw it all on here real quick. Space it out. Crackers. So you can see. I mean, we got our chocolate to go along with our veg, and also vegetable crackers go with the main. You got your huge main, and then you have chocolate yet again right here. Thank goodness they didn't put a cocoa. It's already kind of chocolate overload, in my personal opinion. I mean, having these, this is like insanely sweet, lots and lots of carbs, lots and lots of chocolate. And then this stuff right here, this stuff ain't no joke either. It's very rich. It's very creamy. Oh, God, it's so good. It really is. It's good stuff. It's one of those things that if I could give each and every one of you a pack of this, because it's one of those experiences I think everyone should have at some point or another. Alright, so we'll start off by getting this going. And how am I going to separate out half of a serving? How am I going to do that? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this bowl, and I'm going to take about half of this out of here, and we're going to make it up in here, and I'll find something that I can set over top of this. I'm sure I have something, or I could put the whole bowl inside this bag and let it, keep the heat in that way. So, cut this bad boy open. You have to cut down past a certain point, but it looks like this one should be okay to cut up here. So let's just try that. What a hiss. Holy cow. So another super chat just came in here, it looks like. Blindside, FYI, it's 114 miles from Simpsonville to the old Jungle Gyms on 104 to the new one. Oh, okay. So Jungle Gyms, then 114, wait a minute, 114 miles? 114 miles from Simpsonville to the old Jungle Gyms on 104 to the new one. I'm kind of confused about that, what you're saying there. I think I missed another super chat. Let me go back. But thank you so much for that super chat, Blindside. And I'm gonna crunch my brain and try to figure out what you mean by that. Hey Smokey, just seeing your message on Patreon. It's all good, Miss Sharon. I know that stuff. You know how I am too, so it's all good. I only got one little corner that opened up. How did I? Okay, that's okay. I can fix this. There we go. Got it open now. Wow, look at that. Holy cow. There's a lot going on there. Look at that. Freeze-dried green bean. That's going down the hatch right now. I love it. Salty. Flavoring is just perfect. Now, a lot of times, like a lot of the meat end up on the top. So let me empty out half of this and see what it looks like inside the bag. If I'm like just dumping all the meat out here, which I may be. lot of the powder flavoring in here that makes the creamy sauce. So let me grab a little bit of this and veggies and throw back in here so it's not like a lopsided meal the next time. And good to go. That's good for me. I want to eat some of it dry. So I don't know if that doesn't look like a green bean. Let me see what's in here. Okay. Oh, that was asparagus. Oh, right here. So that's asparagus. Huh. I'll be daggone. Okay. Enriched spaghetti noodles. What else? Riboflavin, blah, 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 blah. Pimentos, which are right here. These little orange things. Non-fat dry milk. Cornstarch. Whoa, hey, look at that blindside again. Sorry, laugh out loud. There are 2 jungle gyms. The new one, only 104 miles away. Really? Well, that's not much of a drive. That's not bad at all. That's like driving to Columbus. Roughly. I mean, you know, pretty close. So we have less than 2% of salt, chicken base, chicken meat, salt, maltodextrin, sugar, blah, blah, blah. Chicken fat, seasoning, yeast extract, sunflower oil, spice, sherry wine. There's sherry wine in here. Garlic powder and turmeric. Contains wheat, soy, and milk. Pretty simple dish, actually, it looks like. Got mushrooms, pimentos, asparagus, spaghetti noodles, and then, of course, you have your turkey. Alright. Let's get some water up in here. Now, that's approximately half the dish. And it calls for 3/4 of a canteen cup, which is 16 ounces. So this should, which it's not going to, take 8 ounces of water. And if it calls for 8 ounces of water, I usually put about 5 or 6 in. Because, honestly, it's always too much water. Almost always. I can't say always, but almost always. If they say they want you to put 16 ounces of water in there, you better start off with about, 11 or 12, because you can always add more water. It's really hard to take it out, unless you catch it really quick, really early, but you're still going to lose some flavoring and stuff like that if you have to try to remove water right in the beginning. So, make sure there's no dust in this thing. It's been sitting here for a week untouched. Yep, make sure to wipe it out real good. Got asparagus stuck in my teeth. So I'm going to put about 5 ounces to start with in here. Yep. Just going to start off using a Canadian spork. Dump this all over. Oh, look at that. I'm not going to go any further than that right now. Stir it up. Real good. Now, luckily, this is not the whole dish, and if this ends up being too runny, I can always add some of the dry into this. But now, it says to leave it sit for about 10 minutes, which is what I'll do. And I think I am going to use the original bag. I'm just going to slide that in there like so. And I'm going to set this off to the side and let it do its thing for 10 minutes. Next up, what do we got next? Let's do the cappuccino. And of course, usually I don't use these things, so I guess I could mix it up in here. quick tip, quick pro tip. Look, guys, if you fold this bag over like this, do the same thing, flip it over, fold it. What that'll do, because they do not do this, they do not give you a line on the inside, obviously. And this isn't going to focus, but you can see that line inside there now. Even on the camera, you can kind of see it's like right there. But that way, that gives you a reference on the inside, and you're not, you know, you're not guessing on your water amounts. So I'm going to add some hot water to this thing. We'll have to do it off camera because I'm using my thermos, and I don't want to burn my hand. Usually I wouldn't do that. I would put it in the measuring cup, but I think you guys have seen water dumped in stuff enough to know that it's not that special. Not right now. And I'm kind of in a hurry, because I've kept you guys waiting for too long, flapping my gums, like I said, to start with. And now, typically I would not do this, but almost every time I put something hot water into one of these and try to shake it up, it burns the absolute crap out of my hands. So I just added a little bit of water to that to cool it down just slightly enough to where I can shake the crap out of it now. Fold this over. Make sure you fold it over really good, because you don't want to wear super hot liquid. Gosh, it's hot. Even though I added cold water to it, it's still blazing hot. I'm gonna take a look at that right here in my special cup. If you guys are new, you don't know what my cup's all about, you're fixing to find out. Ooh, it's so hot. Now, just watch the magic happen. I want to rinse this bad boy out. I'm sorry, you guys, I can't watch the chat while I'm prepping stuff, but as soon as I get done, I will try to scan back through a little bit, and I'll also I'll be available and be chatting with you guys. So, there we go. Just use a little cool water to rinse it out, because it's going to be too hot to drink anyways, unless I do something like that, what I just done. Alright, next up, we're going to do we'll do the tropical beverage powder. Open real quick. Oh, they gave me coffee too. I got 3 drinks in this. You know, duh. Didn't even realize it. They gave me cappuccino and coffee. What were they thinking? And I want to find out what this coffee's all about. I've heard bad reviews on it, so I'm actually going to make this into a small cup of coffee. Yep. Alright, so I need a fresh bottle of water here. I think. There we go. Dump what's left of this one in here real quick. And this one. There we go. Again, now this is one that you got to be really careful with, because the red dye in this stuff is no joke. Like, it will stain everything that it comes in contact with. Yep. Give it a real good shake. I can smell it. It's got a strong tropical flavor or smell to it. Really pleasant. Kind of smells like Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid powder. Kind of just smells like red to me. Make sure there's no dust in there. There we go. Nice. That mixed up really well. So that's good. Well, it seems like it did. There's a little bit of sugar still in here. And I just dyed my finger red trying to lick it out of there. Duh. That was not a cool move. Set that back there. Oh yeah, let's do this coffee real quick. Wipe my cup out. Maybe. Miss Renee says, hi, Mama. Mama Lamacan, I believe, has probably just showed up. I see a Kayfabe is here. I see... Who else do I see? Stu. Am I going to say this correctly? I don't... Pitasu? I got an idea. Don't anybody steal it from me. But I figured since I've never met a bachelor who ate properly, I thought it would be a good idea to invent a beer that has a veggie fruit vitamin. Spirulina? I can't even pronounce that. Spirulina? That looks like it should be in a jug marked XXX. If you're talking about this stuff, it should be illegal to drink. I do agree with that. I mean, that stuff shouldn't even be offered to anyone. Alright, let's look at this coffee, because I don't know, man. It doesn't even feel impressive through the package, but now, I think my thoughts about it are already curbed, so I'm going to just try to go with this with an open mind, and see what... Oh, that looks really nice and very dark. Very dark. Yeah. Ooh, it smells weird. It doesn't really smell like coffee. It just kind of smells like gum. Like it's picked up all the mint smell from the gum. It's got a really nice dark color to it. Nice fine powder. And I'm only going to put about, I don't know, probably 4 ounces or so of water into this. Not very much. This won't even hold 8 ounces, I don't think, so... Just a little bit more. I want to get a good gauge on this. Yeah, that's probably 4 or 5 ounces of water, roughly. Let's see what it smells like now that it's got some water added to it. Kinda interested to find out here. Oh, it's very weak. It doesn't have a very strong odor. Aroma is very light. I took on, it does have somewhat of a dark roast look to it. It doesn't look exactly like a light roast. So I'm going to go ahead and add the sugar to it and the creamer, because that's how I roll. That's how I judge coffee. And it's going to taste like all coffees I drink, which is going to be fully loaded. Every once in a while, I'll like it with just a little bit of creamer in it, or just a little bit of sugar in it, you know, and I'll leave one or the other out. But typically, I have it with both. Depends on how much I'm craving the flavor of actual coffee. Creamer in there. Go. Give it a quick stir around here. It's looking pretty good now. I'll give it that. Let me check the super chats and make sure I've not missed anything. The last 2 were from Blindside. Okay, and Jesse Michael and Miss Marilyn. Okay, I did get them all. Good deal. I don't like to miss super chats from you guys, that's for sure. Laugh out loud, right ready. JK Noob. Next. What's next? Crackers. Let's go ahead and go for this first strike bar. There it is. Look at that thing. It's definitely got a unique look to it. Ooh, this one smells pretty good. It doesn't smell boozy. It smells like they went back to the old, like more similar to the old style. Oh, it actually does smell good. I'm surprised. I was hoping that they would change the formula on this some, because the chocolate one always tasted boozy to me, like kind of like it had alcohol in it. Too much like vanilla extract or something like that was going on. All right, let's check out these crackers, vegetable crackers. And I ripped them too fast. I didn't catch the hiss, but I know it was there. And they usually hold their shape perfectly. This one looks like a Cookie Monster chewed on the end of this one, which is all good. That's fine. Not a big deal. Not at all. Give this a quick knead before I cut it open. Hey, Mickey Joe's made it, looks like. The Mocha First Strike Bar are your favorites. Really? Well, I got news for you. There ain't nothing better than the Cran Raspberry First Strike Bar. I can't think of anything better. Other than maybe like the Polish cereal bars, the fruit and cereal bars with the rice paper wrapping. You know, oh, those are so good. They have such a creamy, like natural quality to them. They're so good. Yeah, dude, the Cran Raspberries are the best by far. I can't even, yeah. Now, I'm telling you, this smells like a new recipe. So, I'll tell you guys here. You know what? Let me just, as soon as I get this open, I'm going in for that First Strike Bar. I want to find out if that thing, it really is a new formula, or if it's just playing tricks on my nose, which I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's definitely going to be different than what I'm used to. Oh yeah, just gonna cut that open. Smaller the hole, with more control. You know that. So there you go, small hole. And we always make a peanut buddy. My buddy Sticky Fingers 745. You guys don't know who that is? Check my description. Really, really nice guy. He's my buddy. So there's your chocolate peanut buddy. He's running for president, so you guys vote for Peanut Buddy for president. Man, oh man, I just licked that off there. I forgot how good that stuff was. Wow. It's almost undescribable. The peanut flavor comes through so prevalently, but you also get that chocolate that it's a perfect balance. If I had to describe it, like, that's my best description, it's a perfect balance between chocolate and peanut flavor. Oh man, it's so good. So good. They knocked it out of the park with this one. But anyways, I want to see what's going on with this thing. So, oh, whoa, that's weird. So that just kind of broke off of there, which that's unusual. And it does have a very pleasant chocolate smell to it. The aroma is just, it's really nice. So, alright, here we go. First bite down the hatch. Okay. So it doesn't taste as good as it smells. But they have worked a lot of that boozy flavor out of it. It's nowhere near as bad. I would rate this, or I would describe this as being, they used to make just a chocolate energy bar. It was like a First Strike bar, but it wasn't a First Strike bar. It was before they started making First Strike bars. And that chocolate energy bar was the best I've ever had. Those are the best they had the best flavor. I would describe that as a mix between the modern style and the old style. This is kind of like right in between. They're almost there with getting this. It just still has just a slight hint of that weird bitterness, and like it almost still does have a little bit of that boozy quality to it. It's not bad though. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to wash it down with this coffee because I kind of want to approach this with a fresh palate. But I'm going to dump just a little bit of cold water in there because it's so hot. I'm still well under 8 ounces. Under 6 as well. I'm probably still like 4.5. Maybe 5. Because this is a tiny little cup. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not very strong. It does have it does have some with it. No, but it does have some, like, seems like some citric acid. It has a little bit of a bite there, I would say. Kind of it's really smooth though. Really smooth. And the flavor's nice. It's not as weak as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be super weak, but it's not. It's nothing like the neither deep nor rich coffee that I can't stand. I hate that stuff. Oh, I hate's a strong word. I really dislike that stuff. It's far from being in my on my top. Oh, shocker! Whoa, what? So Shocker actually made it to a live stream. Holy cow! So really good to see Shocker in here. He's my dude. Really glad to have him in here. And again, like, I did mention it last live stream, as a matter of fact, I believe. But you guys go check out Shocker's channel because he's my dude. Really like that guy. He's not really posting anymore for a while, but you know what? That doesn't matter. His old videos are well worth going back and watching. So definitely go check out Shocker's channel. And if you do, you go over there, subscribe, or you go over there, watch a video, and you enjoy it, go down there in the comments and say, hey, Oldsmokey made me do this, made me come over here and comment. I love being able to go over there and see stuff like that. Or anybody's channel, you know what I'm saying? That tropical punch looks lit. Well, yeah, it literally looks lit. It looks like it's nuclear almost. Let's see if I can't really light it up with that. Let me see if I got another light right here. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Look at that stuff. There we go. It's definitely got a look to it, that's for sure. It's not the, I'm sure it's not good for you, like I said. It does smell good. It smells like Kool-Aid. I mean, more or less. Like some tropical punch Kool-Aid. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and see if our main's ready. Which I'd say it probably is. I'd say it's probably been more than 10 minutes. And it looks kind of runny. Kind of soupy. Soupy sales. But honestly, it looks pretty good. It is a little bit soupy, but it's not going to get any better. And everything feels like it's softened up enough. So that's what we're going to do. Just going to go ahead and dig right into that. Got all my extras there. Alright, here we go. We're going to start with a... Let's just start with a chunk of the turkey and see. Let's see how the turkey is. Okay. Nope. Didn't reconstitute very well yet. It's rather chewy on the inside. So if you've ever had a turkey pot pie, then you're going to know exactly what this tastes like. Because this tastes almost identical to what you would find in a store-bought turkey pot pie, or chicken pot pie even. Tastes like that as well. There's not a huge amount of difference there. I mean, there is, but... Alright, there's a little bit of bite of everything. Let's see how everything else reconstituted. That gravy is actually really nice. Yeah, I like that. About an hour and a half north of me. Hey, Nathan Stickney's here. Whoa, hello. What's up, my dude? Kalis, actually, no, I was born here in Canada, but was adopted by an awesome Dutch family. Very cool, very cool. Some heritage going on there. Right on. Shocker 71. Ollie and I are driving there from North Carolina, but if we have to swing by your state to grab you, so be it. Dude, I would love for Shocker to be there. Look, if I see first, never mind. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to do to Shocker if I see him. Yeah, buddy. You better watch your back, Shocker, if you show up. You ain't even going to know it. I'm going to sneak up behind you, crutches and all. And, yeah. We'll grab you too, Oldsmokey. No man left behind. All right, man. Well, I'll probably be able to drive. I mean, hopefully. But if I can't make the drive, man, that would actually work really well, because I'd have to ride in your vehicle with my leg kicked up. But yeah, that could be really cool. That asparagus. Now, if you don't like asparagus, you're going to have to do a lot of picking, because there's a lot of it in here. But I really like it. I don't know. I guess I pretty much motivated it all to one side and pretty quickly and easily, because it all kind of floats to the top because it's lighter. But plenty of meat. The noodles are done perfectly. It's not too salty. The gravy's very rich. It all kind of has a turkey stock, chicken stock kind of flavor. I haven't really seen any mushrooms in there. I know last time I saw Shocker have this same main. It's on a Saturday. Yeah. Meetup's on a Saturday. Roger that. So, yeah, I don't really see any. No. I don't really see any mushrooms. The last one I seen Shocker have was absolutely ate up with mushrooms. Like, they were peppered all the way through it. Probably the one that just burned down in Paris. Insurance fraud. That looks more like turkey soup. Well, yeah, I think it had just a little bit too much water in it. Which, I mean, I could have added more dry ingredients to it, but honestly, I like it this way. And it is kind of like a turkey soup. But it works. It's not like weird. It's really good. It's kind of like a comfort food. You know what I mean? Like chicken and noodles. Except it's got some vegetables in there that you wouldn't normally find in chicken and noodles. But it's really good. Easy to eat. Sorry for the slurping. I know some people have an issue with that. Could you add a dash of flavor or corn powder to thicken it? Oh, yeah. You could. But honestly, I like it that way. I've had it thick, and it's okay thick. It's just harder to eat. This just goes down a lot smoother. But we're definitely going to be having some hot sauce added in here. It's been a while since I had this type of hot sauce, and it kind of varies. It's not consistent on its heat level. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's not. I better just get a bite and put it in that so I don't contaminate the whole dish. There we go. Nice little splotch of hot sauce on there. Whoa. Holy wow. Jeez, that's really hot. Okay. So, wow. It's burning my throat, my tongue, roof of my mouth. It's really good, but it's really freaking hot. That is hot. That's some of the hot. That's the hottest United States hot sauce I've ever had, by far. Other than maybe this really weird Tabasco that I had that dried out, but this is super spicy. I'm surprised how spicy it really is. I'm not complaining either. I like spicy stuff. And, it's tangy. It's got a really nice pepper flavor. Nice amount of heat follows it up. It's still got me on fire. Huh. So, I would compare this to this. This hot diggity dog sauce out of the British ORPs. This is very similar to the heat of this. Shocker, you know what I'm talking about. This stuff's pretty warm. And this right here is almost the same heat level as this. I mean, they're very close. I've seen the Scoville level on this before. Let me see if I can find it again. Huh. I don't know, but yeah, I like that. I'm sitting over here sweating now. Give another little shot. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for one bite. This is crazy. I never would have dreamed running across a hot sauce that hot. Yeah, they use these hot sauce packets here. They've been using them probably over the last, I don't know, what would you guys say, K-Man? Like, you know, you guys who know, they probably had these around for about 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Maybe longer. But they just like some companies randomly use this type of hot sauce. Sometimes they use Tabasco. Sometimes they use that hot sauce with lime, which is, oh my gosh, that stuff is so amazing. I wish I knew where to buy that exact sauce because it's so good. Yeah, I'm definitely, I got a good sweat going on right now. That's when you know you got a hold of some good sauce. I mean, it's not killing me or anything, but it's warm. I would say this, if this right here, I think this is like 4,700 on the Scoville. I would say this is probably like 4,000, if this is 47. It's just not quite as hot as this, but it's pretty close. And I'm really impressed with this dish too. Even though I don't think I added too much water, honestly. I think it probably could have sat a little longer. But that, or I might not have had exactly half of it out here. But I still added way less water than it called for half, so it should have been fine. Okay, what's next? I think I'm going to wash it down with this electric looking tropical punch fruit stuff. Alright, there we go. I know this has got a bunch of chemicals in it that I'm probably not supposed to be consuming, but here we go. It's actually really good. Sweet, tangy. It's exploding with all kinds of flavor. Tons of flavor. Alright. So yeah, that has that almost has like a what would I call that? It's not bitter, but it's kind of, you know how that, like, you get that weird feeling in your mouth if you suck on a lemon, like the after effect, how it kind of almost dries your mouth out a little bit. That's kind of what that does. It kind of gives you a dry feeling after you take a big swig of it. It's not the greatest thing for well, it might be all right in a cold weather environment, I guess. Definitely wouldn't want to have that drink in a hot weather environment, though. Oh, shout out to my buddy KH who just joined. Well, hello KH, man. Thank you for joining. And, of course, K-Man, or as you, I ain't going to say his real name, but K-Man just said that you joined up. Man, we're really glad to have you here on the live stream. And just BSing through these rations and talking about life and all that good stuff. So, yeah, man, that's good stuff. And I got a little bit of a indigestion going on, so excuse me for that, guys. Oh, I just looked over and forgot about them. Oh, the durian fruit. Dang it. Man, oh man. What am I going to do about that stuff? Because I really don't want to eat it, but I'm going to try it. Screw it. You only live once, right? Only once. Hey, Eeyore's taking off. Good night, Eeyore, man. Thank you for hanging out on the live stream. Thank you for the meal, my friend. You guys go check out Eeyore's channel if you have not. If you're watching this later, whatever, please go check out Eeyore's channel. You'll enjoy it. Anybody who goes over there, I think, will enjoy it. So definitely go check him out. He said he'll be posting eventually after he gets his equipment back, or, you know, like I said, he's got plenty of videos over there to watch for now, so just enjoy those. I'm surprised how much I like this coffee. It's way better than I had anticipated, I guess I should say. So now we're down to like one of the best items. I mean, maybe ever, because it's so good. How do I prop this up here? I don't want to spill it. And there we go. That'll work. So now we're down to our. Oh, you know what? Huh. I didn't even try the soup here, which is what it is. Pretty well ate most of the contents out of the soup, but you know what? Y'all just give me 1 second before I move on. I'm gonna try this cracker in here like this. Okay. There we go. Clean my plate real quick. By Angus and by Eeyore. Miss Renee says. Alright. So, the crackers, yeah. Honestly, the vegetable crackers don't go very well with it. Just being, like, my personal preference. I'd rather have regular. But, and I've noticed a lot of times you'll see the vegetable crackers whenever you get the chocolate peanut spread. I don't know what the deal with that is. You know, obviously, Natick has figured out that either they taste better together, or they're trying to balance some kind of nutritional value here by giving you these vegetable crackers versus the regular crackers whenever they give you the chocolate peanut spread. So, Alright, but here we go with the chocolate peanut spread on the cracker. I haven't had a bite like this yet, so. It really is just so well made. It's a perfect balance, really it is. And I gotta say, that vegetable cracker, I don't know how or what the deal is with that, but they do mix very well. And I've had it on regular crackers, you know, just eating it myself. And it does taste better with the vegetable crackers. Huh. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I gotta grab another bite of this. Mm-hmm. Yum. Yeah, that looks real tasty, doesn't it? It almost looks, look at that. It looks like the emoji. Oh, man. That's so bad. The poop emoji. No, don't eat that. Oh, well. Mm. So good. Alright, I need to pull up a seat. Oh, I still got the cappuccino, too. So I don't know if History Savior's still around or not. But he's the guy that's basically torturing me with these boxes of nastiness that he sent in. Mike Batty said it was lagging earlier. That shouldn't be coming from my end. I had that one cutout, but my internet on this end is really, really fast. But last week I had all that trouble because I didn't have my SIM card in this thing. But this week I've got the network data to back it up. So, sweet. It's definitely got that French vanilla type flavor going on. I mean, that's just like something you could order in a coffee house, to be quite honest. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not too rich. Not too strong. Yeah. It actually goes pretty well with the vegetable crackers and peanut spread. Chocolate peanut spread. Yeah, I gotta say, the turkey tetrazzini really hit the spot tonight. So, whew, I'm full. That's for sure. I am stuffed. What am I going to pick out here? I need a smoke. I've been doing really well not smoking. So, of course, Saturday's my indulge day, where I indulge in whatever. And, you know what? I think I want an old Chesterfield. That's what I think I want. Look at that. Yeah. I can get one out. Oh, they smell so good. Yeah, I haven't had a Chesterfield in a long time. These are the Kings, too, the great big ones. So, got your... it's not going to focus, but it says Chesterfield right there. Actually, Chesterfield. I'm going to have me a vintage Chesterfield from the early 70s. These are probably 71 or 72. Yep. There we go. Kind of roll my ends a little bit so the tobacco doesn't fall out as bad. Tracy Phillips, Maryland is the best and very wonderful. Tracy. There goes the meme again. Yeah, you guys are both wonderful. How about that? Tracy and Miss Maryland are both wonderful. Thank you so much for that super chat, for real. And I'm sure Miss Maryland appreciates your kind words as well. There we go. Matches. I'm not lighting a vintage cigarette with a butane lighter out of my pocket. It's going to have to be lit lit by a match. Let's see which end is better for dragging on here. Probably the proper end. So, here we go. Oh. That first drag off of a vintage cigarette like this, it's one of those experiences that every time it gives me this weird sensation or this weird feeling that I'm doing something special. If you know what I'm saying, like it's something that doesn't ever get old or doesn't ever feel wrong. It always feels right, and it always tastes right. Well, unless you get a hold of a bad one, but like if you get, you understand what I'm saying. The moment, it's just one of the, it's a moment that is special every time. Clancy Woodward. Hey, Smokey. Hello, Clancy. I think I said that right? Yep, Clancy. Hey, Howard, they call brains sweetmeats to fool us. Oh, gosh. Brain. Yeah, the sweetbreads. Yeah. Yum, yum. No, thank you. You guys can keep that stuff. Yeah, I don't live far enough south. I just said the word fur. I don't live far enough south. I do not live far enough south for that to be a typical food. It's not, brains are not really eaten around here, and neither are really any internal organ meats like chitlins, nothing like that's going on around here. No intestinal cleaning and frying or eating really goes on in my area. It's not something that's popular around here like it is when you get a little further south. Pituitary glands and other organs. I know it's just evil. What year is the first ration? Well, that would be really hard to pin down because, whenever you're in a conflict and you're in war, just about any type of food can be considered a ration. So they could kill a cow right there on the spot, or whatever type of animal, a deer or wherever. Let's say we're talking about ancient Rome, and they had to kill even an elephant. Who knows what they were killing back then? Whatever it was. And they'd hand that out, and when they'd start handing that out to the troops, and the troops that was a ration. Those people were being fed rations, and they were being handed rations provided to them by a larger group or the whoever made the kill, or you know what I'm saying. So it'd be really hard to figure out when the first actual ration was handed out or given, when the first ration came about. I can't even think of when that would be. That, and then again, like, okay, let's get away from that and change it more specific. Like, when was the first packaged ration? And of course, we had rations in Civil War. They were packaged. And let's see, the original war, 1776. When we fought the Redcoats, there were rations back then, I'm sure. I haven't really gotten into that part of the history of it. It's something I always intended to do, but the reason I haven't is because it's something that's unobtainable to me. I could never afford to purchase anything like that, even though that's a part of the history that I should know, is when the first package were being made and handed out. So yeah, that's something cool to look into. That was a good question. I like that. I like getting good questions like that. It makes me think, and then in turns makes me do research later, and that's what I'm going to do. I figure that kind of stuff. So, question, I appreciate the question, and I'm definitely going to look into that myself and figure that out. See if I can figure out what the first packaged ration was. Renee, I thought you were talking about crabs. Yeah, hardtack must have been the first in the U.S. anyways. Well, I mean, I guess if you're talking about military, which, they had all kinds of stuff back then as well. So, okay, we got a super chat just come in. Eve, what is the violet crumble and will I eat it? Okay, yeah, why not? Um, Violet crumble. Absolutely. This is a freaking amazing candy bar that comes from off. Thank you so much for that super chat, by the way, Eve. So this is a candy bar that I had one time because a really nice that was in the chat here called Cyanide Cookies, which I call him Dan, and he's from Australia. He sent me a box that had some stuff in it, and one of these was in there. And honestly, I figured I'd never get another one again. I figured I'd never have another one. It's not something I ever counted on being in my life again, but it was so good. And this thing, you can see how large it is. It's very large, but it only weighs 1.75 ounces, which is 50 grams, which is not, I mean, it's not very heavy for as large as it is. Because inside it's like this airy, fluffy, like, I don't even know, like freeze-dried maybe? Honeycomb. It's, here it says, shattering candy-coated honeycomb. And inside, it's just this sweet, gooey, it's crunchy, but then it turns into this gooey, like after you chew on it for just a second, pure honey flavor. Oh, it really is. It's so stinking good. And I just happened across these at a store the other day for $7 per candy bar, and I was like, holy crap, $7. But I was like, you know what? When will I ever be able to get one again? And I just went ahead and snapped two of them up because why not? Because like I said, I doubt I'll ever see them again. Best by date's April 14th, 2020. So I got a year for the. I'll open this one now, and I'll take a bite, try it out, show you guys, and then I'll probably like just kind of munch on it a little bit over the next week because you got to keep it sealed up really good because air gets to that center and it'll get weird. That's what happened to the last one I had. Which I had it sealed up good too, but I didn't put it in a baggie or anything. And just a little tiny bit of the end of it got kind of, I don't know, chewy and gooey, which I still ate it and it tasted it tasted really good, but it's not how it's intended to be eaten. It goes through that change or whatever. So yeah, I've got these things sitting here that History Savior sent to me. I mean, just being 100% with you guys, I don't want to eat these. But I last week I said that I would try one of these this week, and I'm going to. So this one says the golden brown crispy rolls are crisp and light on the outside, yet full of durian flavor inside that taste even better with every bite. Oh, I'll bet. I'll bet. Yeah, yeah. Let's see if this one's got a description on it. It does not look like it does. This one is just a durian cookie roll. It kind of looks like one of those soft, like little cookies. Not this a 90-gram box of these things, and made by Yulong. Oh man, Tatwa, 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 Tatwa. I don't freaking know. I sound like an idiot trying to pronounce that because I don't know how to pronounce it. Tatwa, Tatwa, Tatwa. Anyways, they're 140 calories per serving, which is what? 8 pieces. Wow. So these are pretty low in calories, unless these things are freaking teeny, tiny. But yeah, for some reason I want to steer clear of that one, and I want to go with the one with no description. I want to be. Yeah, hopefully this one isn't like full of durian flavor on the inside. Yum yum. Yeah, because they're not yum yum. They're friggin'. Oh gosh, it's so bad. The last ones I had were so bad. It was pretty unique. MCW Turkey Tetrazzini tonight, Karsten. Yes, sir. And that was sent in by Alright Eeyore. Really, really freaking amazing meal. Turned out to be really, really good. Oh yeah, I got this first strike bar over here. It needs Those things are chewy. Howard says, no, eat them all. Well, dude, I get heartburn so bad from this stuff. There's no way I could, because I didn't even prepare for it. I forgot about doing this until pretty much last minute. I'd have to like drink Pepto, take antacids, and literally prepare myself to be able to like eat any substantial amount of these. Basically, it's going to be a taste test. I'll try one of these. I guess one of these. So while I'm smoking this, let me get this opened up here. Maybe. That sucker's glued on there now. Good Lord. Now, this is going to be one of those. Here we go, History Savior. You're still around, buddy. Here comes the torture. Oh no. These things are huge. What the heck? So, okay, one of these is 96 calories, so not looking forward to this at all. Not even in the slightest. Oh boy. Alright, and it's still nice and sealed up. That means the smell that's going to come out of here is going to be freaking awful. Alright, here we go. Oh no! Oh, it smells so bad. Oh, it's so strong. Oh. It's so bad. I don't even want to smell it again. It's my stomach turn. Oh. It's... That's one of the worst friggin' smells. Like, I don't even know if... honestly, I don't even know if I can eat this. Oh. Oh, it stinks so bad. I don't think I can do it. Ugh. I'm going to, like, hold it in front of the fan for a second. Listen to that aroma. It's just, oh. Oh, man. Cat butt fruit. It's way worse than that, dude. Like, that is, like... That stuff is, like, pure evil. I mean, it's so gross smelling. It smells like mixing onion powder, garlic powder, and, like, really old stinky cheese, and, like, your buddy's worst BO, and, like, all these things just mixed in a mixing pot together, and then slathered on this cookie like it's something special. And it's not. It's not special. It's not special at all. The durian fruit is horrible. I don't know why anybody would ever want to eat that freaking thing, because it's disgusting. It's disgusting. The smell of it is, anyways. You know, I've heard that the actual fruit, eating the actual fruit, isn't that bad. So maybe I could handle eating the fruit better than I can handle eating this crap, because this is obviously infused with the flavor. I mean, it's just so stinking bad. Like, man, oh man. Alright, I gotta... Yeah. Alright, I need to get something better in my mouth for a second here. Oops, that's not gonna work. That's just falling apart on me. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I don't even want to touch it. because it makes my fingers stink so bad. If I happen to meet up with any of you guys, I'm bringing this stuff with me. You're going to smell it at least. Yeah, I've heard that firewalking isn't that bad, but I still figured it's a chance I don't have to take. Yeah, true, true. Yeah, I always, before I got hurt, obviously, but I thought about that whole firewalking thing wouldn't be that big of a deal. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bite of this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this chocolate peanut spread right here. And hopefully, golly, man. You guys don't even know how bad I don't want to do this. It may be cheating, I don't care though. Like, this thing is so disgusting. And I'm not all about gross foods. Like, that's not my thing. I like hot stuff. I like old food. But I like good old food. So, oh yeah. Oh, even I can smell it through the chocolate peanut spread. I mean, I can still, I don't know. I can kind of smell it on the end right there. But, I don't know. I guess I'm going to take a bite of this, and then we'll just go from there, I guess. I don't friggin' know. But, oh, no, so bad. Oh, I might have to spit it out. Oh. It's like burning my tongue. It's so strong. I'm taking a bite of this cracker too. Here, smell it. Come here.
What is it?
My son's in here. It's...
By the sound of you, I don't think
Oh, you ain't going to want to eat it. I just want you to smell it. Come here and smell it.
What is it?
Durian fruit. Come here.
Oh, it's going to smell bad.
Come here close to the camera so everybody can hear you. Just smell it. And be, speak out so people can hear you.
Oh, it smells like eggs. Like bad eggs. Oh.
It's definitely got a,
sulfur smell. Ugh.
It's got an aroma.
Ugh.
Like something most of you guys have probably never even smelled before. I had never, it's a very specific smell. Achievement unlocked. Durian Warrior. Oh, man. Dude, I'm going to taste it. I can already tell. Like, it's one of those... It's just like that wafer that I ate a couple weeks ago. Not last weekend, but the weekend before. And I swear to you guys, the next day, I tried all night. I tried eating all kinds of different foods, trying to mask the I don't know, the undertones that were coming out of my throat, like up through my nostrils, and I tried eating all different kinds of stuff to knock that smell and flavor out of my system. And nothing I tried worked. Nothing. Thank you so much for that super chat, dude. Oh, my goodness. Okay, man. Dude. These are coming with me, man. All this durian stuff's coming with me to the meetup. So, I get to see everybody else. It just enjoy the... even if y'all just want to smell it. I'm telling you, the wafers, I feel like this right here is a lot lighter, but it's still strong. It's still very, very, very strong. I think the chocolate peanut spread did help a little bit. But it's like, okay, if you were to take an onion and just like bite into it like an apple. You know how it'd have that weird kind of a, almost like a heat sort of element to it? That's what I get from this. And it gives me like heartburn. Uh-oh, they're coming to the meetup. Yeah. Payback's a Durian. Yeah. Payback's a beast, that's for sure. But no, man, it's not about the payback or anything. But I do want you guys to I do want you to see what I've been going through. I want you to smell it. I want people to be able to experience this, because I'm not exaggerating on how bad this stuff really is. It's that bad. If I'm exaggerating, then you guys can tell me, because I don't think I am. Okay, and it almost instantly gives me indigestion. I don't know what's in this stuff, but almost automatically it makes me start like burping, and just gives me this weird, I don't know, like almost like I want to regurgitate it, but I'm not gagging, but it's just like it feels like it wants to come out of there. If I gotta eat one of those, apple butter goes back home with me. You know what? I'd be willing to make that trade. I would be willing to, yeah, all right, that's fine. You keep your apple butter, but I would love to watch you eat one of these durian fruits. I would love to watch that. I mean, and not even a whole thing. Just take a bite out of it like that, because it's nothing to fool with. It's, on my personal opinion. I see people like LA Beast and stuff. Like, these people are crazy. They'll sit down and eat. But he was a lot younger when he was doing that type of stuff too. The older he's gotten, like older like I am, you just can't do that stuff to your body anymore. If I was younger, I could plow through this stuff, or if somebody wanted to bet me that I couldn't do it or something, I'd probably do it. And weird stuff like that. I mean, I wasn't one to go on a bet, but just weird stuff like that. Just depending on what the situation was, the incentive behind it, and do some weird stuff. Let stuff get a little bit weird. Oh man, I don't even know how I'm going to get that. Let me see. Let me try this. Maybe this red stuff will help. Oh nope. You know what? That kind of mixes with it weird. Kind of almost makes it worse. Huh. Like I don't understand what's going on with the tropical flavor. Just doesn't mix well with the spiciness that's coming back up out of this. Oh, I'm kind of glad it's over with, to be quite honest. Just kind of glad to have gotten that one under my belt. I still do have this one, which I'm sure is not going to be any better. Even though this one says golden brown crispy rolls. They're crisp and light on the outside, and yet full of durian flavor inside that tastes even better in every bite. I'll bet. Yeah. Look, anything that looks like that. Look at that thing. I don't think that's like, doesn't look like it's intended to be eaten by a human. Monkeys eat these things, which whatever. They stink anyway. But I have a feeling like, okay, for instance, if you were to sit down and eat a box of these as a snack, I'll bet you would stink so bad the next day, sweating this stuff out through your pores, that nobody'd want to be around you. Like, you would be the stinkiest dude in the building. It's weird. Like, I don't know why anybody would eat one of this stuff as, like, I think it tastes good. Other than if you were raised eating that fruit, Like, maybe if you were raised eating it, but, just trying to get something. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know if I even want to open that right now or not, because it's just, it'll be waste, because I got such a horrible flavor in my mouth. Is that breadfruit? It's durian fruit, so I don't know if it has a nickname as breadfruit or not, but maybe it could be. But here's a picture of what the fruit looks like right here. This is the whole fruit, and that's when it's cut open. It's called the durian fruit. and it's really disgusting. It smells horrible. I've heard that the actual fruit is sweet, but it still has that smell, you know, that aroma that's coming off of it. So let me come over here. Monkeys throw their poop too. Yeah, so yeah, we can't judge if this stuff's good based on their decisions to eat it. That's for darn sure. Yeah, they do more than just throw their poop. I've seen some pretty disgusting stuff up at the Columbus Zoo. Yeah, they act like yeah. No, I don't even want to go. I don't even want to go down that road. This is a pleasant eating show, so I don't want to go down that road. So, I've seen some stuff though. We'll just put it at that. Wow, man, it's been an eventful. It's been a really good live stream. Even though I did flap my gums for a little bit too long at the beginning, I really enjoyed just kind of just talking to you guys. I don't do that enough. I don't just stand back and respond to the chat like I'd like to and have a good time that way. So that I've really enjoyed. I seen it on the Discovery Channel. Yeah, definitely. If it is worse than the all rotten potatoes I had, I would say it's probably definitely worse than those, for sure. Yeah, because I know those changed a little bit and were weird, but I'm telling you, this... Oh, God. Yep. It's like I've eaten a hot pepper, kind of. It gives me that kind of weird indigestion where I feel like I'm breathing fire. Oh, Jesse Michael says, laugh out loud, Oldsmokey. Okay, Fred, so they are used to it. I ate monkey balls at Pee-wee's Chinese food. Mike says it's been a great night. I have enjoyed tonight. It's been really fun, man. I wonder how many people got killed by Durians falling and hitting them on the head. Probably quite a few, man, because they're freaking huge, man. They're heavy, and they're like, I can't even show you on the camera. Like, they're as big around as this tray is, just about. They're huge. I'd say they probably weigh anywhere in between, 8 and 12 pounds, maybe even bigger, maybe some a little smaller, but I'd say they probably average between 8 and 10 pounds if I was to guess. I could be completely wrong on that. I'm just going by what I've seen. So, I've heard it's quite a few every year. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Renee said I had to change trays. It was so bad, worse than that. I don't know, man. You'll see. You'll see. I guarantee you ain't gonna want to take a bite of it after you smell it. It's just It does not pass the smell test, even though I know it's brand new and fresh. Like, this would never pass the smell test for anybody doing an actual review who has a common knowledge of how you eat old food. You know, first by sight, and then you if it passes that test, you go on to the smell. Then if it passes that test, then you go on to a small taste test. If it passes both the first test and it passes the third test, then you can eat it. Hold up. What is that camel tin? Yeah, this is that's a can of Camels. I opened this up on one of the first live streams. Maybe not the first one, but one of the first. I got 3 left in there. Let's see here. Oops. We're going to go ahead and get one of these out. Totally meant to open up a B unit tonight too, but I flapped my gums for too long. I should have done that right off the rip. So I've finished out one section of this, and this has 60 in it, I believe. Yep. So 10, 20, 30, 40. There's 50 of these left. And of course I'll bring these with me as well and share with everyone. For sure. Anybody who wants one, that is. And like I said, I've explained these. These are Camel Lights, but they do not come across like a light anymore. They're more like a full flavor since they've gotten some good age on them. Wait a minute. Just search YouTube for durian fruit videos. You can't unsee that stuff. LA Beast had one of the LA Beast done one. And that's where I think I may have seen it first. And then I've seen Emmy Made in Japan eat it as well. Which I'll tell y'all, Emmy's a true, she's a true pro. And she does really well with the more oddity type stuff. I give her all the props in the world. and I respect what she does here in the. I respect the ration reviews that she's done and that she does. Don't eat the violet crumble; it will ruin it. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Well, thank you so much for that super chat. Even thank you so much. Come back next week, and I will definitely. You come in next week and remind me about that, and this will be one of the first things I check out because honestly, this thing's pretty special to me. Just being honest, like, Dan sent me one, and I figured I'd never see one again, and they're one of the best candy bars I've ever had. Being that it has that honeycomb on the inside, honey's good for you. Honey's really good for you. So, still using the Las Vegas lighter that K-Man sent me a couple years ago on my birthday. I've actually got the Las Vegas ashtray, like, it's sitting right down here as well. That's what this lighter's sitting inside of, actually. And I set it back down over here. Woo! What else is sitting in here? There's some steel war pennies. Steel war pennies, 1944 and 1943. I think were the only 2 years, right? 43 and 44. Yeah, because they were saving up brass and copper for ammunition. And then the trench lighter as well. Haven't had this thing out in a while, but I did have it working at one point. So, really sweet lighter. Brass number 5, straight up out of World War II. But now I'm very wondering about what? You were warned. Wow, wait a minute, what's that say? Whoa, Cyanide Cookies. I said before, Smokey, you can get more violet crumbles anytime you wish, mate. No hesitation, and not for $7. Oh, dude, no, man. It costs so much to ship stuff over here from Australia, man. I'd never, ever dream of having you ship some things over here, man. It's just cost. It's so cost inefficient, man. I appreciate the heck out of that, and then with a super chat as well. Dan, dude, you really don't have to do that, man. I thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. I do know that if I ever got to the point to where like I had to have something from Australia, I could always hit you up, Dan, and we could work something out, figure something out. So yeah, man, I totally appreciate the heck out of that. But yeah, dude, you definitely got me hooked on these things. I'll say that. $7 is really not that bad either. If you consider like what it would cost to ship one of these over here from Australia, like there's no way I could get one for $7 any other way other than to find it in a store somewhere. So just to have one shipped, if I was to just order 2 candy bars like I bought in the store, it'd probably cost me $30 to have buy the 2 candy bars and have them shipped over here. So yeah, it makes sense buying them the way I did. I don't have any issue with that because I'll enjoy every single bite of that sucker. Every single bite. And what I'm going to do, since I'm so far into the live stream, and this is something I want to do right at the beginning, I want to make this an interesting part. And I wouldn't normally do something rare like a desert bar. Not as rare as a desert bar in a live stream because, believe it or not, folks, these desert bars are very rare. They only made 144,000 of these, shipped them overseas, and then they didn't even give them all out. Brought them back, dubbed them. They packaged them up in this desert bar packaging after that, and they kind of hit the market that way. And nobody ever cared to make them after that. They sold out of them, and they just never made them again. So, kind of interesting the information behind that. But I would like to find some more information about the Mars Bar. And I tried, but I was unsuccessful. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't tear straight into this, because there was not much I could say about it. Now there's this too. This I don't know what this is. Anybody got any advice on what's going on with this or what it is? Oh, battery's dying on me. Got to plug up real quick. There we go. Yes, YT. Good night, Karsten. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Yep, I'll be wrapping the live stream up fairly shortly from not long from now. If Steve was still around, I don't think I got to show Steve my 1909 pack of smokes last week, and I really I'd like to show those to him. It's a really beautiful pack. Very well. It's well preserved, and I'm actually the one who cut it open. Being I cut this open years ago, whenever I didn't even do YouTube. Like it never even entered my mind that I would one day smoke one of these, which I will, and I will make a video of smoking the oldest cigarette ever smoked on YouTube. And of course, that'll probably not be monetized because who's going to monetize me for that? But look at that DeWitt Clinton tax stamp, beautiful. Yep. Sorry, these are 1910. 1910. So if I can hold off on this until next year, that'll put them being 110 years old. 110 years old. They're 119 years old as of right now. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Active August 5th. Yeah, you probably can't see it because of stupid focus. Anyways, it says active August 5th, 1909. There's 20 cigarettes in here, actually. 2 rows of 10. And they have these weird cork tips, which I'm not going to open them up and show you guys. I'm going to leave a little bit of I'm going to leave a little bit of mystery there. But oh man, the filters are very interesting. They're very interesting. You'll just have to wait and see whenever I get that video out. It's got to be, I got to do it right. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? I'll leave those boys alone. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. Yeah, man, this has been a friggin' amazing live stream. I've had a really good time chatting with you guys this Saturday, as always, as I always do. And like, I'm just gonna put this out there, and I'm gonna tell you, like, I really didn't feel like doing this today. I don't know why. My body, not my mind, but my body just wasn't in it. But it seems like once I get out here, just all that goes away, and I don't really think about it that much, and I just kind of go with the flow. You know what I mean? And it's really nice for that to be, for that to even be possible, for me to be able to do something like that. So, yeah. Stu eBay, Stu eBay, Stu eBay, Stu eBay, STU eBay. Miss Sharon, man, I wouldn't let you guys down. If as long as I can do the live stream. There's been a few times that I've had to move them because of something happened. Yeah, it's very rarely though. And I've been consistent on these Saturday night live streams for, I'd like to know how long. Quite a while. I would have to say we've had the Saturday night live streams going on for probably, I don't know, the better part of a year, I would say. I would say that it's been a consistent Saturday night live stream for the better part of a year. We totally understand if you can't. The only reason I would not be able to do it is, like I said, if something happened or if something came up. And if you guys can bet money that if I tell you, like, oh, I've got to move the live stream to Sunday because something happened, then that's what's going on. I mean, something actually is going on to where I couldn't do it on that Saturday. But let's see, not this week coming. And I'll talk to you guys more about this next week because I'll be taking off next Sunday and going to do something, and hopefully I can do a live stream with you guys. Hopefully there won't be a reason why I can't. I wanted to do it this week, but I was advised not to by I had to listen, I just had to listen to somebody telling me that it wasn't in my best interest. If that makes any sense, I know it probably doesn't, but just trust me, it wasn't something I should have done, so I didn't do it. But it's possible that not this coming week, but the week after that, I'll be able to take an hour or two and spend with you guys and maybe show you guys around a little bit. It's gonna be super interesting if I do get to do it. Let me just say that. You guys will be impressed because I'm impressed with what the whole situation is. So you guys you'll like that. Your first live stream was July 11th, 2018. So it's been over a year. Thank you so much for that super chat, Dan. So let's see, July, and we're in July now. So it's been just over a year then. Yeah. That's cool, man. I can't remember when I started like the consistent Saturday. I know I started off with a Tuesday. Used to do the Tuesday night live stream because it was, you know, the church on Wednesdays and Sundays. It was through the week, so I tried not to do it. But what's that say? Cadbury Crunch bars look the same. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, dude. I still want to do. I've got the Vomlet in there. As a matter of fact, I looked at it yesterday. And I have 2 other reviews planned. I have scripts written out. I've got everything done. Like all my information pretty much done except the outro I don't have written for one of them. And that veggie omelet is probably going to be... It's coming up pretty soon. I'm not going to say it's going to be 3rd or 4th. But yeah. The computer thing's going to happen pretty soon. But I've got a bunch of other stuff going on right now where I've had to focus. My focus has been away from being able to make videos right now, unfortunately. But it's funny that you brought that up. I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but Devalinut. That's how I say it. Devalinut. I'm probably mispronouncing that. But anyways, I had one of those, the Cadbury bars, which you said are called, yes, the Crunch bars. Yeah, I had one of those from CT, or, Trucker, Canadian Trucker. He sent me one, and I had one of those and one of these at the exact same time. I opened them both up at the same time, and you're very correct, but they do not taste anything alike. Although, I really did like that bar. It's very good. Very good. But this one, this is a pure honeycomb inside, and it's hard to see that. You know, you can't really see that picture. And then the Crunch one is more like a peanut butter, airy crunch on the inside, which is really good as well. I like both of them. They're really good. I would have to say those are probably some of my tops out of the ones that Canadian Trucker hooked me up with a bunch of candy bars, and that was one of my favorites, if not my favorite, period, that he sent me. And out of the ones that Dan sent me, I would have to say this is probably my favorite just candy bar. And then I'm a huge fan of the... Hang on, I got some right here. Oh, the Australian specialty, which is known as Tim Tam. Freaking amazing. I love these things. But of course these aren't just a candy bar. Although they could be. Each one of these is, you know, 2 of these put together in a candy bar package would be a good candy bar. You know what I mean? Like, they're so good. They're kind of expensive to get here in the United... Not even kind of. They're really expensive to get. If you can find them here in the United States, like Blindside did and got these for me, like, he seriously paid like $9 a pack for them. I don't even know how to... Like, I need to repay this guy with something. You know, gee, even at Christmas, he's too generous. And, I mean, I don't know how else to say, but it's very much appreciated. It's so good. The stuff is so good. Love the Tim Tams. And those are the special Tim Tam Slam Tim Tams. And I did the Tim Tam Slam with one, the first one I ate, and man, so good. And it worked really well, too, sucking the liquid through the, basically, cookie candy bar. Alright, well, I've got a long night of burping up durian fruit ahead of me. And next week, my plan, next Saturday, I have these B units out here. And this one right here, I'm pretty sure that's got to have a can of peanut butter or a can of jelly or something inside of it. This is a 77, I believe. Yeah, okay. May of 77 on the crackers and candy. So that's pretty fresh in way of B units go. And then a B1 unit is this. They both say crackers and candy. Like maybe this just has the chocolate bars in it, but that sounds like metal. It feels like a round can. It's probably peanut butter. That's what I think it is. But I don't know why it's listed as candy. And it's really hard to know and straighten out what's what here. This is a March 74 B1 unit. So I had a couple B units left over, and I have a B3 unit here. No idea what's in here. There's probably a cookie with some like cream inside of it. And this is an old one. This is a February 66. So this one's got some age on it. 10 years older, actually 11 years older than the 77 one right here. And those will be coming up for sure next week. I'm gonna open at least one or two of those next week. B units aren't cheap, but I enjoy opening them and sharing the contents with you guys. And then once we document what is inside a B3 unit from 1977, then we're going to know. Because all B3 units are going to have the same thing in them. If it's a can of jelly, then it'll be a can of jelly. If it's a can of peanut butter, then a B3 unit from 77 that says crackers and candy on it will be, it'll be the same thing. So as long as it's not a B3A unit, which I have some of those sitting around here somewhere too, or I did have. Maybe I've opened them all. I don't know. I lost a can of peanut butter the other day, which sucks, but it is what it is. Lost it. It was probably I think it was a 1964 can of peanut butter. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, definitely B units coming up next week. One or two of those. We're going to start the live stream off no matter what. That, Eve reminded me about the Violet Crumble, and I'll have one of these to literally start it off with that. Follow it up with the B unit next week. And then I'd really, since I have these extra, I want to share this with you guys live. And we'll play around with this, and we'll use some heat. If you guys haven't seen Steve's video on the desert bar, check that out, because he microwaves some, and he puts some in the oven at 250 degrees for like 20 minutes, and it comes out and it just kind of falls apart. It doesn't melt. It does not melt, but it kind of fluffs up and falls apart. It's really weird what happens, because this is basically the same thing as a tropical bar. It's meant to withstand 100 degrees for extended periods of time. But like I said, he put it in 250 for like 20 or 30 minutes. And then with the Mars Bar, nobody has really explored what happens to these. So what we're going to do is heat test both of these together. And I'll bring the, I'll either bring the little toaster oven in here, or I'll just, yeah, I'll bring it in here and set it up. I'll bring the little toaster oven in here and set it up. And I'll preheat it to like 300, 250, something like that, and we'll heat test these things together and see which one of these bars holds up better, see which one of these bars is better, if either one is better than the other. They may taste exactly the same, just being 100% all, which, I mean, one comes from Mars and M&M and Mars Company, and one's come from Hershey, so I can't imagine they're going to taste the same, but they do feel the same. I mean, they feel like, this has a texture to it. Can you see it? Maybe right here. You can see it's got like these little dots on it, and this feels like it has it too. Feels like it has the exact same texture as this does. It's like a textured bar. So that'll be fun to check out for sure. I'm glad to have the extra one to be able to share with you guys. I think that's freaking awesome. Oh, and then we have the Mars Bar that Blindside sent in too. We'll go ahead and open this one too. This is obviously not it's not even in the same ballpark, because this is going to have like nougat and caramel or something on the inside. So it'll be a whole different ball game with that one. But it'll be cool to see the old and the new Mars bars opened up together. Why not? And they may sell these over in Great Britain, but this was produced in the Netherlands, and it was distributed for Egypt. So produced Netherlands, produced in or sent to Egypt. Pretty interesting. So stinky durian fruit going in the trash. I'm not eating that. I don't know anybody that would. Not, not for the pleasure aspect of it. All right, guys. Well, kind of want to try this. I don't even know what this is. Feels weird. I don't know. We'll check that out next week too. So, guys, this is the part of the live stream that I'm coming to that it's not my favorite part. It is the end, though. And, yeah. So, I always want to say a huge thanks to my patrons. This is the part where I want to just tell you guys I really appreciate everything you do. And if you guys want to support me over on Patreon, there's a link to that down in the description. You guys can go over there and check that out. And it's an easy way to communicate with me over there if you need be. Sometimes it takes me a few minutes to answer them. Sometimes I answer them right away. It just all depends. And, yeah, I try to send everybody over there something at least once a year, you know, to show my appreciation. You guys, like I said, you've been a huge help to me over there. And that was like where the first family started of mine, was over on Patreon before these live streams started. And this has became like a family area right here as well. So, pretty tight-knit group we got going on here. And I'm proud to call you guys my friends. So, that's, can't say much more than that. Really do mean that, though. So, and I know you guys know that. Anyways, so, yeah, so that's the end of the live stream pretty much. It's been an interesting one. I'm breathing up this stuff right now still. And, yeah. I'm not making any promises about eating that crap. Actually, as a matter of fact, I can tell you, I promise you I will not be eating this, any durian, anything next week, because I got crap to do the next day. Sunday, I've got stuff I got to do, so. And then after that, you know, what'll it be, a couple weeks and 2-3 weeks, something like that, and it'll be time for the meetup. And I'll be meeting a lot of you guys face to face. Looking forward to that. It's going to be an interesting time. As long as nothing happens with my, nothing negative happens, as long as nothing negative happens with my physical condition thing that you guys, most of you guys know about, then my plans are to be there for sure. So, shut up, cat. Dumb cat. Looking through the chat, Miss Gail. Thank you for an excellent live stream tonight, Oldsmokey. Well, thank you for being here, Miss Gail. We all appreciate you. Silver Iris, that's a new name. Is that an old Denny's Cappuccino? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what, Denny's Cappuccino. Oh, you talking about this? No, this is actually an old peanut butter, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, this is an old food club. Creamy peanut butter. Really kind of interesting. Got the elephant on there, food club. I want to try to figure out what kind of age this has on it. I think it's 70s. I'm pretty sure it's 70s. Maybe early 80s. But this thing was it was 35 cents for a 12 ounce. I think it's a 12 ounce. Yep, 12 ounce. It's 35 cents for a 12 ounce jar of peanut butter. So, yeah, made from elephants. Yeah, they make it. They eat the peanuts and then they make the peanut butter. Elephants make the peanut butter. Okay, so, alright guys, it was an excellent meal tonight as well. So, super happy about that. Super happy about everybody that showed up tonight. All the super chats, you guys are amazing for doing all that. Thank you guys so much for your support. Each and every one of you guys that gave to a super chat tonight, man, you guys are definitely going way above and beyond. And definitely check out all the links to everybody I said. I'll be putting a link to Salty Croc Collectibles in the top of this description after I finish up here. And I'll also have a link to his store pinned to the top of the comments of this video once this video gets done uploading, which usually takes It can be done in 2 minutes, or it could end up taking as long as 2 days before. Like and that's on YouTube side. I think. I don't think it's me. I think it's on YouTube. But yeah, as soon as it gets done uploading, I'll have a link to Salty Croc up on there for sure, because he's a great guy to deal with. I've dealt with him so many times over the years, and then I just kind of he'll tell you this, I'm sure. But I started talking to him, and I kind of got him into the ration community, and we're all proud to have him in here. He's a great guy. So, or I wouldn't be telling you guys to go check him out and do the things I'm saying if I didn't know he was a good dude. So he's a good dude. And any of those other channels down there in my description, you guys go check those out, man. I got tons and tons of people down there that are just great people. So go check those out, man. And there's hours and hours of entertainment in there. Enjoyment. So, alright, I got a lot of cleanup to do, and I got to deal with I'm going to go take an antacid. I don't know. Other than that, like, try to get rid of this Durian burps that I got going on. So thank you guys for hanging out this Saturday. As always, it was a great live stream. And, well, I guess really all I got left to do is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Later.